Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Tom.
And we are back. We're back with another battle report for you guys. Got some exciting stuff tonight. We are thrusting into the Ill Clan era, Tom. So exciting.
Like a nuclear weapon on some planet somewhere.
Yes, well, not the jihad. Jihad.
That's fair enough.
It's the Ill Clan era.
But it's jihad!
Yeah! I still imagine Comstar and the hover pickup trucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, exciting news. So if you haven't been on Patreon, although I know a lot of you have, we've seen a lot of new patrons, and we thank you guys for joining us over there. But our beta test of this system, we recently released all of the rules for mechs and vehicles all the way out to the Ill Clan era. So all that technology at your fingertips. So we are trying it here tonight. Very exciting stuff. So Tom and I were just going over all the new rules: ballistic reinforced armor, heavy Gauss rifles, ATMs, MMLs, all sorts of crazy stuff.
B2B marketing schemes.
Right, B2B, yeah. So anyway, very excited to try all of this stuff out. Here's the story, Tom.
Okay.
So as many of you know, the Republic has fallen. It's like 3150-ish. And it is a mad scramble. Clan Wolf, Clan Jade Falcon just duked it out on Terra. You haven't read the book. I'm not going to spoil it. But it's a big battle. Somebody wins. There's a new, first Star-Lord or whatever.
I don't even need to read it because it's Jade Falcon.
In your heart and in your mind forever.
Nobody put spoilers, please. Jade Falcon wins.
So our story tonight takes place on the planet of Procyon, which is right near Terra. It's one of the closest stars, and the planet has tons of resource on it. It has a hyperpulse generator. It also has a mech factory. I believe Earthwerks owns it, and it was Republic controlled. But now that the Republic is gone, it's like mad scramble. This planet has changed hands multiple times. Exactly. Yeah. So Draconis Combine, in true fashion, has come across their borders. And they are attacking. They're raiding this planet. The Republic forces are nowhere to be found. Luckily, spies in the Free Worlds League, those factions that are currently loyal to House Marik still, they had detected this incoming raid, so they've dispatched the Avatar Knights to intercept. So these two forces, with their fancy new war machines, are on a collision course here. And we're doing an intercept mission, so it's going to be good. Couple things. Number one.
I like being the bad guy.
Tom, we are filming this in 2.7, 3D. Put on your Oculus or whatever.
We're gonna wear them the whole time too.
We did get rid of the hat cap. by popular demand. I think everybody agreed. It was good. People were like, I felt like I was Tom's best friend. That was the primary feedback. Like they were there with you. But it was a little, like it's so weird. Like the little things, like when I would nod, you know, or.
Well, you were also in traction. He was in the hospital for days because his neck.
My neck spasms.
Yeah.
It was heavy. It did get heavy after.
Yeah, heavy.
And hot. The cameras get very, very hot. I need more heat sinks. I need a hat with like heat sinks on it. Partial wing on my hat.
There's like the computer fans too, you know?
I mean, you know,
really
perfect. So we're going back to the handheld cam, but we're filming it in 2.7K, so it's up from our 1080. Now YouTube still only supports 1080, but apparently you'll get a better picture because the compression.
Yeah, I mean, have you loaded anything to YouTube yet with this, or is
this is the first. Yeah, we're also filming in 30 frames a second as opposed to 60.
The tests look good.
Tests look good.
I'm curious how it deals with like YouTube's algorithmic
compression. The full production quality. Well, we'll find out, guys. Leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, it should look better.
You know, 30 frames a second. It's different. It's less frames, half the number of frames. Normally we film at 1080 and 60 frames. But I read that 30 actually collects more color, gets you a richer picture. Is the picture richer?
Yeah, and we're not doing sports, right? So we don't need tons of frames.
Whoa, bro. This is intense, okay? I throw my dice fast, and I throw my dice hard.
Yeah, are the dice going to look weird? I wonder. That's actually interesting.
We'll see.
They just like appear in different places.
Don't. 6 again! Oh my god. Alright, so anyway, I'm ready to do some battling on Procyon, but before we do, Tom, you received a gift.
I did.
From our friend and patron, Chaplain Steve.
Chaplain Steve, man.
Over in the 79th EOD. One of our favorite military units. Thanks again to all of our veterans.
I have a friend who was in EOD.
Yes.
I mentioned this earlier and he made fun of me for saying that. But yeah, it's cool, man.
It's not the 79th EOD, Tom. It doesn't count.
Ordnance destruction, right?
Yes.
Or disposal.
Explosive ordnance disposal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it. It's a great thing.
Guys, thank you so much.
But yeah, the shirt is freaking awesome. I love their insignia.
You said because you're a Jade Falcon guy, you thought you would love the shirt. And,
I super appreciate it.
Chaplain Steve, you were right on the money. Tom's very excited.
I was gonna wear it, but then Aaron's like, I
was like, just wear your.
I keep forgetting my DFA shirt, so.
I was like, for the first time, you finally wore it. I mean, it wasn't like jungle camouflage. Last time you blended in with the map.
It was great. It was intentional. Perfect. That's why I won.
Perfect. It is true.
Did I win? I did win that one.
You did. Yeah, you crushed me. That was the Comstar one. Ooh. All right, guys. So stick around. Action's coming right up.
See you guys.
This is listening post Upsilon 6-4 to any Republic forces. We are picking up 2 sets of inbound dropships, Combine and Marik by the looks of it. The planetary defenses are shot. We need backup. Is there anyone left out there?
Attention, this is Shosa Nagato Hiramota. Procyon is now under the control of the Draconis Combine. Stand down, or you will be fired upon. The age of the Republic is over. You now serve the dragon.
Hold your horses, you filthy snake. This ain't Republic turf, it belongs to the free world, snake. Now pack it up and head on back to Red Space.
We will see about that. I look forward to destroying you. Sir, we are picking up multiple Battletechs. Mark 3-5.
Here we are on the battlefield of Procyon. The nuclear wasteland here. As you were saying, Tom, this is just a ruined, burned out husk of a city. Reminds me of an old mechwarrior format called Ghost Town. That was my inspiration for this. And we are playing intercepts. You can see the 6 objectives here on the map. I'm deploying on this side here. Tom deploying over there. Tom, how you feeling about this?
I have no idea.
All right, no idea yet.
That spider has no armor. Very.
The spider, but it does have a partial wing, I think, or at least it looks like it has partial wings. It can sure jump very far. But, guys, we are about to deploy a couple of fun facts. In the latest iteration of our Destiny rule set, we did fine-tune our, whatchamacallit here?
Our initiative.
Our initiative, yeah. Thank you. So I have this very fancy initiative tracker, which we'll post up on Patreon. Basically, you add your tactics in the unit's TMM, and they go into a bracket. So as they take damage, if their TMM drops, they're gonna drop down, basically to a minimum of 1.
And here's mine, for example.
Right. So there's Tom's, and basically what will happen is we're gonna progress from 1 to 10, well, really 1 to 5, right? So we're gonna roll for initiative as normal, and whoever wins gets to go last in their bracket. So let's say Tom wins initiative. You know, I have nothing in 1. His Shrek would go. Then because he won, all of my bracket 2 guys have to go. Then his Bulldog would go. Then my Thanatos would go, right, and so on and so forth. My Stinger would still go last.
Right.
You can still spend leadership per normal to boost your dude's initiative. Or dudettes.
Yeah, or
and it goes all the way to the bottom of the, like basically the top of the order. It goes all the way to the highest possible initiative number.
I think it's good because it's sort of a blending of both sort of tensions, right?
I agree.
You know, you're getting the value of a good fast mech. It's not just being like abstracted out, but just rolling for initiative. It's cool. I like it. So it's a little bit of a blend.
Yeah, so it's less rolls. It does. I mean, we've heard so many of our patrons, and even in the comments on YouTube, people are like, "You got to factor size into this thing." I'm like, I don't like size because a Charger's 80 tons and it moves just as fast as a Valkyrie, which is 30 tons. Right. So, and I mean, when you think about how the mechs work with their Myanmar bundles and all this stuff, I mean, speed, the engine output, right? It's basically how strong the mech is. It's how quick they are, right? Speed and agility are the same. Like lighter doesn't make you more agile in my mind. So I think this is really good. Now, that said, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's roll some.
Well, guys, we're going to get on here with turn 1. We're going to move right in from our table edges. We'll do our thing. We'll roll initiative, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are. It is after turn 1. All the forces have moved onto the battlefield, all sprinting. So we can talk real quickly about what we did on the movement, and then, Tom, the most exciting time. You get to roll.
Oh, for the first...
Yeah, because it's turn 2 already. Turn 2 is when...
I forgot. Yeah.
It goes hot. Nothing goes hot on turn 1, but on turn 2 it does in fact go hot. So, I'll talk about what I did. I won initiative, but whatever. It didn't really matter. I'll tell you what I did here. Got my Scorpion and my Thanatos. Love this thing. Moves like a Wolverine. It's a 75-ton heavy. The Fafnir, slow as turds here, pulling in the rear. This is a Stinger. This is from the Ill Clan Recognition Guide, the Stinger 5G. That's a light PPC, Tom. And it moves very fast. 7-11. It's got some extra goodies on there. Some go fast bits, as they say. Upgraded exhaust. It's got light PPC is awesome. Very excited about that. I've got my Avatar here. One of my favorite mechs. Battletech says it is possibly the most broken mech in the game. If you remember that comparison. Really excited to put this thing into action finally. And my Rommel tank. Now this is a 3054 refit with a Gauss rifle instead of an AC-20. I have him just rumbling in on the top of that hill, just surveying the ruins of this burnt out husk of a city.
Yeah, so same thing. I'm on this big hill. So I started the tanks down low because otherwise they'd be here forever. Basically.
Makes sense.
So both the Shrek and the Bulldog are over here. They sprinted. The Spider moves very far. He's got a large laser.
He's got the re-engineered large.
Yeah, re-engineered large, and he sprints 12, which is crazy.
Holy crap!
So he ran into cover because he's also paper, And then, yeah, my Tenshi's moving up here. And then I got my Avalanche?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my Avalanche. Same thing. They're going to be partners. And then the Dragon 2 is, again, sort of moving. I moved him around the hill so he could get a little bit further without taking, movement penalties.
Very
so that's
cool.
about it. I'm just trying to get them down the hill, and then I think I'm going to kind of spread them out a little bit.
All right.
If 5 comes, I got people. But
I'm ready, Tom.
Okay.
I'm ready. I know you are. So let's real quick here. Let's talk about what we've got. So we've got objective 5, 3, 1, 2,
4, and 6.
4, and 6. Okay.
Oh, we're right here.
4. Oh, that's the
active nuclear bomb.
Tom was so excited about putting an objective there. That was one that you placed. You were like, "Oh, it's going to be a kill box." There's like nothing there. There's no terrain, and of course,
so much cover. We're just going to be like
sniping, blowing each other to bits. All right, guys. Well, action is ensuing. So turn 2, Avatar Knights, Ghost Regiment. It's coming right up. All right, guys, it is turn 2. This is exciting. Tom deployed throughout the city. The Spider making the run for Objective 4. The rest of the Combine forces rallying to support. Meanwhile, the Avatar Knights taking up a tactical deployment, trying to get some shots down. So, I want initiative again. Tom, do you want to give us some insight into your strategy?
Yes, my brilliant strategy. So, same thing, yeah. So both the tanks, again, I sprinted them just trying to get off the hill. If you remember, tracked vehicle or wheeled vehicles or
tracked, yeah.
Just
anything, yeah. They take that extra point of movement.
Yeah. So I'm just getting them off the hill, and then I'll figure out what to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I start on the lowest point. Tenshi, again, everybody's sprinting. They all ran down the hill. They're all trying to get into position. My idea is to play aggressively and get in a better range to do more damage.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to play a long game with these guys. And then just to troll Aaron, I ran the Spider to cap the objective on turn 2, which is really funny to me. So
we'll see about that.
Eat it. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what I've got going on here. My Rommel tank, my Avatar, moving forward, currently looking at that Tenshi, although the Avatar may switch to the Spider if it's juicy enough. My Stinger hustling across the battlefield in excellent position, fully covered there, and in between 2 objectives, hoping something in my favor goes hot. Thanatos, Scorpion out here on the right flank. I was trying to get shots with that Scorpion on the Spider, but just can only see the one arm gesturing at me with its middle finger. The Thanatos, however, does have an large laser, potentially other weapons in range. So we're going to get right into shooting. Guys, stay tuned. It is coming right up. Thanatos firing at the Spider, MRM-20 and an ER large laser. Now, those things are on separate ticks. I need an 8 with an ER large and 11 with the MRM. So I'm going to start with the ER large, Tom. I need an 8. I miss. All right, MRM-20.
Well, you'll hit with the 11, watch.
Yeah. Not even close. All right, so the Avatar, torso twisting, switching off the Tenshi, locking onto that Spider. She is a gunnery 1. Expert pilot. More of that backstory later. So 1, 5, 9. I need 9s. Okay, so. Ooh, man, Tom. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me.
That's what you get for taking a 1 pilot. That's what you get.
It's coming. I'm just warming up.
Yeah, that's systems are coming online.
Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, is this really going to be? This is probably the 5th battle report in a row where I've had.
We should have switched sides.
We should have, but
I didn't think about that. This is the lucky side for right now.
It's gonna be the lucky side. All right, so the if I wanted to shoot the Gauss rifle from the Rommel tank at the Spider, I would need an 11. So instead, I want to go for the Tenshi. I'm going to need a 9 there. All right,
that's a lot better.
Here we go.
God, and of course you hit my Tenshi.
I mean, I should have been shooting it from the beginning, but that Spider proving to be a juicy target. Now this is going to be a 5-point cluster, 5-point tick, I should say. And that's going to the torso. So that's a good opening shot.
5.
From that Rommel tank, yes, 5 points of damage. Shots have been fired, but the Avatar Knights unable to connect. The 11th Ghost Regiment, that spider, being a ghost in the city there, just dodging and weaving LRMs and ER large lasers crashing into that crater. Now, Tom, another objective will go hot. Would you like to do the honors, sir?
I got you.
A 1.
Uh-oh.
Convenient. So that is this objective right there. So far away from that Ghost Regiment. So close. So close to that Stinger. How do you feel about that?
Not so hot.
Well, the good news is, Tom, you score 1 control point on that objective. You do need to control it for 2 consecutive turns.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can blow that spider apart. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Turn 3 coming right up. Here we are on the Draconis side of the table. On Procyon, the evil side.
Dirty tactics being deployed.
It's just disgusting. The Avatar Knights bravely facing them down.
Just dirty tricksters. No good tricksters.
So Tom, why don't you give us a recap of what the 11th Ghost Regiment has done here?
Sure thing. So again, on the highest initiative rank were my tanks, and they are sprinting, again trying to get in position, so they're coming around the hill now, trying to get them somewhere, get them close, get them firing. After that, my dragon...
Hey, what's a Dragon 2? What's your Tom?
A Dragon 2. Double Dragon. My double dragon moved up. The Avalanche moved up, again trying to be close in case that gets activated. I also thought he might be able to get a shot at him, but he moved so fast. And then my Tenshi moved down off the hill again, trying to get in position to cover. So I have pretty good lines on some mechs to shoot. It's not too bad. The 2 fun tactical tricks I played, again trying to troll Aaron, just because the spider sprinted and then went prone, capping that objective, just to eke out a little bit more TMM, and again, just to make him mad.
Yeah, you're going to get that bonus from being prone.
Yeah, so he'll be at like a 5 to hit, which is really hilarious to me. So he might survive this gambit that I played, getting him just like blitzkrieging. And then the plan is that the Dragon 2 with his artillery, even though Aaron was really good about putting his dude in cover so none of my mechs can shoot him, I can indirect fire and target.
Well, you can direct fire a point of impact.
Sorry. Yeah, let me say that clearly. I can direct fire to a point of impact, which if I pick something close enough and I don't scatter, I could feasibly hit him.
Or you could scatter into me.
Yeah, either way. So So we'll see how that works out. It's something.
I love artillery.
Yeah.
It's the first time we're playing it in Destiny. It uses all of the Alpha Strike rules and modifiers, so it's very simple.
Yeah. Arrow 4 system, so.
Yeah, so very cool. And you can indirect fire with it, but you were choosing to direct fire with the point of impact, because then you don't need a spotter, you don't take the indirect firing penalty.
Yeah, and the spotter doesn't,
Right, yeah, you don't have to worry about, no one can see him anyway. All you can see is the...
Yeah, and so that's the thing. So, if I can pip a little bit of damage, it just helps for
7 points. It's not pip, so it's going to,
let's
wreck the Stinger if you
Let's not overstate it. But, that's the hope. That's the hope. So if I can, that'd be really good to sort of slow down his accumulation of round points.
Yeah, basically control points.
Control points. Yeah. So what about you? What's up?
Yeah. Well, as you noted, that Stinger just zipping across. That Stinger is at the highest initiative count right now, so able to move basically from this graffiti-laden building over behind those derelict tanks there. By the way, those are some new pieces painted up from Hardware Studios over there. Very nice. What else do I have going on here? So the Rommel tank now perched in optimal firing position here.
Don't like it.
Love that guy. Avatar moving in. Fafnir, Twin Heavy Gauss. They're looking at that spider. Not gonna lie. The Thanatos, along with his Avatar and Rommel Lancemates, there looking at that Avalanche. I might try to unleash a barrage there. And then I have my Scorpion over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. The spider, we realize, does have ballistic reinforced armor. The thing does have a, an AC-5 as a primary weapon. I may just try to plink away at that dragon in the distance. We'll see. But guys, that is movement. Turn 3 shooting. It is coming right up, so stay tuned for that.
Okay, first up will be my Tenshi. He is firing across, trying to get some revenge on that tank. That's a Rommel, right?
It is a Rommel tank.
A rumbling Rommel. So
named after the infamous or famous general from World War II, right? Patton and Rommel. There's a Patton tank as well.
Better hope not.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong side of history, my friend.
Well, you know.
America won.
America won!
We won that war.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I can fire all 3 of my ticks because I have 6 heat sinks and I only build up 6 heat.
Alright.
So we'll start with the Gauss, which is my lowest. I just need a 4.
Yeah, so that thing has a targeting computer on there. Yeah. Beautiful. Alright, here we go.
So I hit.
Okay. And location?
Location.
Is 4. Now that is the front armor on the tank. So I'm going to be taking 5 points.
5 points.
Alright. What's next? You got 5 light PPCs?
5 light PPCs at a 6 to hit.
Alright.
Hit that.
Okay, location. A 9. Now a 9 is the right side.
And that does 9 damage.
9 damage. Holy crap. 2, 4, I don't even know.
Wow, I still not through though. So
8, 9. Now you will get motive hits as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and last up is the RL-10. I have 2 of those, and this is an 8 at long range. So
now, are those one-shot weapons, Tom? I believe the rocket launchers are OS weapons. Is that true?
It says OS, yeah.
So that means you only get 1 shot with those rocket launchers.
Really?
Tom thinking. Worth shooting?
Yeah.
All right.
It's an 8. I mean,
all right, go for it.
I think I'm going to hit. The thing I'm worried about is splashing to a different part of the...
Yeah, that's true.
Of course. I am going to edge that because, like, I'm not going to blow my one-shot weapon, right? On an 8, I got this.
God, I hope I headshot the Tenshi this
I'm going to
time.
roll a 12. I know. I got it.
You got it, though.
Wow.
You got it, Tom.
Okay. So then this has 2 M2 dice.
All right. What is the damage on this guy?
It's 4 plus M2,
4
max
plus
7.
M2. Okay.
So so base 4 and then 2 M2 dice. So I roll the M2 dice, right?
Yeah.
Or I can roll them all together, or?
Roll them first.
Okay.
Because we need to know how many clusters hit. Wow. All right. So what's the max?
So I max 7. So I max out 7.
So it's, what is it? It's 2 plus
4 plus.
Yeah, so you do basically a group of 4 and a group of 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right? Or do you want to do a group of 4, a group of 2, and a group of 1? It's your choice.
Oh, I forgot about that we group it separately. How do you think, how should I?
It's your choice. If you don't want to splash it as much, then group them into tighter clusters. So 4 and 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So the 4 will be
9. So that's that right side again. That's going to go internal.
Okay.
Oh no.
Should I roll a...
Let's do the other location first.
And this is the group of 3. 7.
7. All right. So that is going to be the front. So you said
that's
4.
3. Yeah.
So that's going to be an internal shot on the right side.
And then 3 on the
3 to the front. So Tom, you have 3 different motive checks to make, first of all, because you hit with 3 separate ticks.
Yeah.
Now I need to go to the rules that we wrote to determine.
Yeah.
Is it 1 per attack, or I think it's 1 per attack, or is it 1 per tick? Let's check that. Let's check that real quick.
Okay.
All right, so we just checked it. It's actually in the Destiny rulebook, and it's not super clear, but it does say anytime a vehicle takes any amount of damage, you make the check. So I would assume that's every time it takes damage, which took damage, 3 times from the ticks, right?
3 separate attacks.
3 separate attacks.
It did damage each time.
So you need to roll an A+ to get a motive hit.
Okay. So.
Nope. Nope.
Wow. Okay. Come on, Tom. Wow.
No. All right. So despite the fact that you bored a hole into my right side.
And then what about a crit for going internal?
So there is a critical chance. You can roll again. You need an A+. Okay. All right. So normal.
I'm gonna come around because I'm not feeling that angle.
The angle of the roll. Okay. Here it comes.
Oh, it's not happening. Oh, but I killed your man.
You killed my avatar though.
Okay, and then the Avalanche is up next. We're gonna continue our assault on the Rommel and trying to take out your fire support. So the Avalanche is going to fire 2 ticks. I was debating between the 2 ticks for less damage or 1 tick for a higher damage, but I'll get the benefit of a +2 to hit instead of a +4.
Yeah.
And so maybe I get a better chance. So with that, I have a +2. So I am at 5, 6 to hit. So
all right.
The 2 LRM 10s.
They need a 6 here, right?
Hit on a 6. That hurts.
That's like my turn too.
Yeah.
And then you got the ATM 3s.
Yeah, ATM 3s. They'll do 2 damage.
Plan issue.
Yeah, and so that's at an 8 to hit. So I'll just do it. I'm not going to use edge. I don't think it's worth it yet. Wow, I missed by 1. That's very sad. So I just miss. As long as I did that math right, it's a +4. I'm a 3, 4, 8.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so the Avalanche is donezo. Last up is just my Dragon 2.
Here comes the Arrow 4.
Arrow 4 trying to bomb someone. And I need an 11?
You need an 11. That's what we calculated.
Okay. Not happening.
All right.
That's
all
everything.
right. Well, the Avatar Knights get to retaliate here. The Rommel tank still hanging on. Now, guys, the vehicle's only going to force withdrawal when their front armor is down to 50%
check.
Structure. Correct. I will have a piloting check, a control check. That Rommel could skid out of control and take more damage. We'll see.
Just right down the
Just right the sands are precarious. All right, so Avatar Knights coming right up. Avatar, my favorite. It's up. Firing down on that Avalanche. Omnimech on Omnimech crime here. So I got 2 LRM-10s and an LBX-10 all in range. We're at long range. You do have partial cover. I need 6s and 8s. We're going to start with those LRMs. 6s.
Wow.
Got it. There it is. Now, I have, this is 4 plus M2. Now, these are Artemis equipped, so if I roll 4s, they count as 3s.
Oh, close though.
I'm going to roll my edge. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
for like 1 point of damage. So I have a group of 4 and a group of 1. Okay. So we'll start with the group of 4. Hits the torso. Group of 1 also hits the torso. So torso takes 5 there. Not bad.
Okay.
LBX needs an 8. Nothing. All right. Feast or famine. All right. So this Rommel tank also firing at the Avalanche. Skill 3, 4, 5, 6 for partial cover. 7, 8 for long range.
Nice.
Got it. So this is going to be 5 points of damage. Coming into the 4, which is what, the right arm, I believe. So we are going to switch over to Yield Fafnir. He has a delicious pair of heavy Gauss rifles, Tom. So I want to fire both of those and my twin ER mediums at the spider.
Wow.
Heavy Gauss rifles. Fantastic.
How many heat sinks does this thing have?
It has 4, but the heavy Gauss rifles build up 0, you know? They're just...
Wait, even the heavies build up 0?
They're just no heat. So we're going to start with the heavy Gauss.
Okay.
Heavy Gauss number 1.
What's a pilot on this guy?
He's a 3-4.
Okay.
I should have made him higher, but they cost too much. Yeah. Here we go. I need an 8. First heavy Gauss misses. Second heavy Gauss.
It's close though.
I got it.
He might just be toasted.
This does 7 points of damage at medium range. Now the heavy Gausses are one of those variable damage
that's no
weapons.
ballistic. Oh, it does minus.
It does -2.
But what does it do? 7, 10?
So it's going to go down to 5. Okay. You're right, because you have ballistic reinforced armor.
I mean, I
Look at
don't know if I can survive this.
Headshot. Torso.
He's dead. Oh, well, I mean, it's a crit. So 3, 4, 5, right?
Yes.
So I have 1 pip on my center torso, so you get a crit.
Okay, so I get a crit. Does he enforce withdrawal?
Yeah, I mean, he has less
that
than...
means he can't cap.
That's right.
Delightful. Okay,
can I use his edge to make you reroll?
You make me reroll the location, because we're already substantially past the hit roll.
Yeah, I'll reroll location.
You sure? I mean, it's a 45% chance I'm going to hit torso. But I mean, at this point, he's kind of dead anyway.
He's dead, yeah.
All right, so here we go. Rerolling. Tom edging the location. A 4, that's right arm.
So that takes 3.
And then there's no transfer, remember, because we play the optional rule. So it rips off his right arm.
And that is not where my weapon is either, so he's okay. Okay, so he survived the Gausses. What do you got left?
Lasers.
Like, oh shit.
I needed a 10, Tom.
Oh.
Needed a 10. All right, spider is out of edge.
Yeah, let me mark that.
What do I do now, guys? I'm going to move to the Thanatos. He is torso twisting and unleashing into that spider.
Oh, man.
I believe. Let me count. Let me do some math here real quick. So again, you're a 5, I'm a 2, so I'm at base 7 plus my range. It's not bad, guys. I would need like I'd need 10 with the MRM. I'd need 7s, 9s, and 10s.
All you need is one lucky shot. This thing has like, it's paper.
Do I waste? I'm gonna stay on the Avalanche. I do not care about that objective. All right, guys. I'm staying the course. Thanatos, Avatar's calling it in. Stay on target.
It's probably smart.
So I'm gonna need. Yeah, dude, that thing is so hard to hit. Going prone, you joker. I don't like it.
You dirty trickster.
You're just dirty. So Thany's got basically 2, 4, 5 for partial cover plus my range. Now let's take a quick check here. Do you want to measure range for me?
Between who and who?
Avalanche and Thanatos.
Yeah, we're at 12.
We're at 12.
Yeah,
okay.
we're medium.
Perfect. I thought so. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to fire my ER large, my MRM 20, and my 2 ER medium lasers. That builds up 5 points of heat. This thing has 6 heat sinks, Tom.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
So here we go, guys. We're starting with the ER large laser. It just needs a 5.
Got it. All right. Okay.
Location.
This is the Avalanche. Man.
Is
He's
the
already
Avalanche
hurt.
out of edge?
No, he's not.
Okay. Just the spider and the Tenchi have used. Okay.
That's right.
11. That's left
Okay.
arm. Not what I wanted. But
And how much
that's
was
going to
that?
be 3 points.
Okay. I'm alive.
The MRM 20 needs an 8.
Been doing good.
God, I want it to hit so bad. All right. Twin ER mediums. I'm going to need a 7. Okay. Got that.
Oh, shoot. Come on, leg shots.
A right arm.
And a right arm.
4 points.
You blow the arm off.
Okay, so that's going to take some weapons out, I think, right?
The right arm has it'll take out my big 10-point thing. So 17.
All right. Well, last but not least, this Scorpion tank here, firing at the spider and a Hail Mary.
I'd assume the spider would get covered too because of the rubble.
I'm not going to fire at the spider. No, I mean you're already getting the bonus from being prone. I mean I don't know. I guess you could stack partial cover.
I'm saying you still.
I'm
get covered.
going to shoot the dragon. I don't care.
Can you shoot the dragon?
I don't know, Tom. Can I shoot the
Tell me.
dragon?
I can't. I actually didn't look.
I feel like I can. You tell me.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I don't even think you have cover.
I see it.
Just your arms covered. Okay. I don't know what I need, but I want to roll.
Yeah, go for it.
I definitely
Probably
don't have.
more than that.
Definitely don't have. Yeah.
Probably.
my gunnery plus your TMM alone is 5, and I know that there's range in there as well. I think long.
Yeah.
I probably needed a 7 or an 8, but that's that, guys. I mean, that's all I've got.
Wow.
So we do have some checks that need to be made.
Some splash. He needs a piloting.
Right. The Avalanche
Tenchi's okay. Only took a little bit. The spider.
I don't think the Tenchi took anything, did he?
Yeah, the Tenchi took 5 to the torso.
From who? I
I
don't think. No.
that must have been last turn.
It was last turn.
It was last turn. It was
Yes.
the Rommel. Right?
Everything hit the Avalanche this turn. Avalanche and Spider only.
Yeah, I
So-
got real lucky with that. I thought,
Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll make the control check on the Rommel tank.
Okay, and I'll make my piloting.
Make it. I needed a 6.
Wow. Even with the damage and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 plus 1. So
yeah, I
needed a
didn't get
6.
any motive hits. Oh, God.
I know. It's so glorious. Now you.
So the Avalanche took 17.
You took
His
17.
piloting's 4.
So you're going to need to also make a 6 then.
5 and 6. Yeah. He doesn't make it.
He doesn't make it.
He'll edge it.
You're gonna.
Oh, wait, but he has guts.
That doesn't
up
work
for
on
this.
piloting.
It's
Yeah.
leadership.
Or that
nothing does.
Yeah. The
So
guts is just for consciousness and morale. Right.
he's gonna use his edge. So he does not pass piloting. He falls.
He falls, Tom.
Okay.
Trying to negotiate the rubble of the ghost town here.
Taking too many shots.
Just took too many hits from too many different angles, so he does fall. Now
Yeah, you want to roll for.
he's going to take
He's
a
50 tons.
2-point shot.
Yeah.
2-point shot.
So roll location.
Torso.
Okay, he's still alive.
Still doing well.
And then piloting, so...
Oh, that's right. So wait a minute. You need to make
Yeah.
a second check to see if the pilot takes
if he takes
damage.
any damage, yeah. So let's do that.
So this is a 6 again.
I get it.
You get that one. Okay. So the pilot, thankfully, is okay. He was buckling his safety belt just as he...
Does it matter which way he falls now?
No,
we do
it does
that?
not.
No, that's
No,
like
yeah,
a
they're-
classic thing.
Exactly. No facing on the fall. But guys, the city here ablaze once again as these forces collide. Tom, that's right, scoring 1 objective point. I'm getting a control point over here.
You want to take this little guy?
I got the black ones to
sure.
represent mine, so I'll put that there. And then also, Tom, would you do the honors of the next objective? I mean, I'm hoping
I'll roll
for
a black
2.
one this time.
I'm hoping for 2.
I want 3 or 5. 5. This one.
Oh, man. I don't like that. Intercept is going in his favor here, but that Avalanche taking some damage.
Yeah, that's real sad.
The Spider, God, I can't believe it, but a lot of your mech's out of edge. I could turn the tide here, Tom.
Yeah.
I could turn the hot tide with a lucky headshot on that Tenchi.
Or not, you know.
It'll never happen.
No,
It'll
I'm
never
kidding.
happen.
Yeah, right. You're just gonna like wipe all my mechs next turn.
12,
I'm like, I
12.
need an edge. I need an edge. Yeah.
All right,
okay.
guys. Well, here we go. Turn 4. It's coming up next. All right, guys. We're back on turn 4 here. Some exciting stuff going on. As we recall, Objective 5 went hot over there. Tom moving his mighty Tenchi to contest that. It's going to be hard to get that thing off that objective. So I lost initiative. I can tell you what I did real quick. My Scorpion remained stationary. He didn't really have much going on. I moved my Fafnir up into the city. Thanatos right there with him. Avatar sort of cutting across here. I kind of want to keep him close to these objectives. I don't know what's going to happen to that Scorpion. He was sort of my insurance policy for 6 now. We'll see.
Your hope is what? To deny more than like move in and capture?
Correct.
Yeah. It's because you're smart. Unlike me.
I don't know though. You're doing really well. I mean, we'll see. You did burn a lot of edge. I mean, I think all of your mechs except for the dragon spent their edge, which is it's a big deal. And
that's really not. It's not a big deal.
I think it is.
It's what you're supposed to do.
Well, we'll see, Tom.
Early and fast.
Stinger, taking a page out of the Spider's book. I went prone. Now I didn't have the room to sprint, so the rule is you do have to move at least 1 full inch. Otherwise, you're considered stationary.
Right.
Wasn't able to do that. However, going prone behind the building will block line of sight from the Tenchi and the Avalanche, so we could still...
And we as players agreed to that. I asked him what his intention was, and he said what it was, and we agreed. So there can be no argument.
No arguments.
That's the way to play.
Right. Thank you, Tom, for that.
It's just it's like
looked at
a
it
little like tip, like ding, ding.
Well, they did look at it with the laser line and stuff. They just don't have line of sight behind that building. The
Well,
dragon could, of course, scatter into it and do a point of impact attack. That certainly
He
couldn't
he's
do it.
going to. So, you know.
My Rommel's still limping along here, aiming down. I'm not sure what I'm going to shoot. So tell us what you did for movement there, Tom.
Yeah, so when that went active, I got the only mech that was really able to Tenchi into position to start capping it. The Avalanche stood up. He's real hurt.
Love it.
Yeah, we're not sure. Yeah, so I was hoping that you would try to move away from the Tenchi and I could get you from the other side. Didn't see the prone coming. Nice move. So he's just kind of out in no man's land at the moment. The dragon started moving over. Really was hesitant what to do with him, but it doesn't matter. I was going to put him behind the building and then just lob stuff, but I didn't want to reduce the number of targets. Yeah, it's just some tactical stuff there. I can explain later. The dragon, or the spider, playing very aggressively, he was mostly afraid. Yeah. So he just got up and just kept sprinting. He's basically made a beeline straight across the board, and he's still doing it.
He's your MVP right now.
Yeah,
he's a very disruptive force.
Okay. And the tanks are again they're still sprinting, because the hope is like I don't know. I really don't know, but hopefully they can like hide and cap like 3 if it comes up.
Yeah.
And they're hard to hit because they're so low in the city.
Dude, if 3 comes up, I'm in trouble.
Yeah,
Big trouble. I mean, I have the Thanatos there, but it's going to be an ugly scrap.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we start, sir?
Yeah, you're gonna fire first, I think, and we're gonna do it proper because we're like in a critical point. So we're gonna
Correct.
go initiative level by level. So my
Correct.
1s and 2s both sprinted, can't move, so I'm only at a 3.
Yeah.
I think you have some 2s, right?
I have a whole bunch of 2s,
Okay.
right? So normally, guys, just like movement, you progress through the initiative count in shooting. Since Tom's the initiative winner, he would shoot last in each bracket. We hadn't been doing that up to this point because it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
But now there are some decisions that need to be made. Things could die. It's important. So we're going to kind of go to that.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
going to
this is
start.
when initiative pays off, right?
It's true.
I
It's
can
true.
maybe
You
get
can,
a little
you
bit
can
of-
see what happens.
What was the old thing? Premonition? Was that in 40k or was
That was
in-
40k. That was my one character that had the psyker powers, right?
Psychers.
Oh, so cool.
Mm.
Great game. Great game. What was that called? Dark Heresy. Fantastic RPG. All right, so on topic.
Oh.
Rommel tank. Firing at the Avalanche.
What a surprise.
Here's what we're doing. Gauss rifle. You know what stinks about the Rommel tank? It's got
everything.
It's got a Gauss rifle, 2 medium lasers, and 5 machine guns.
What are the machine guns like? Only short range?
Yeah, they're like, I mean, why? Just put another M5 on it. But I didn't design it. So anyway, Gauss rifle into that
Yeah, the
Avalanche.
Bulldog's the same.
3, 4, 5. Now, I don't think you're getting partial cover anymore from that elevated position.
Well, yeah, because you're in an elevated position.
And there's there's a cut in the building
Yeah.
that I can.
But it wouldn't even matter. You're elevated, right? Like you would look through trees.
It is well, trees are different because they're treated different than
abstracted.
solid. They're solid cover, but I
Oh.
can sort of see through this little chunk in the building, and only part of him is covered, not enough.
If you say so. I am again agreeing with this decision.
3, 5, and we are at long range.
Okay.
Okay, so I need a 7. All right.
Only a +2, not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad. This is the same as my.
Oh God. Okay.
Because now you gotta waste another shot on him, right?
I gotta waste another shot. Scorpion's up. So that spider's got a TMM of 3. Scorpion is
Ooh.
gunnery 3.
You're shooting at the spider already.
Point blank. I mean, we're right there.
I think we're still in short range.
It's true. I mean, I shouldn't say point blank because that's actually a thing.
Because then I would kick you.
It's true, right? So we are at short range. I'm +0s all around. I can fire my machine gun. You do have ballistic reinforced armor. Anyway, so 2 5s. I need 5s. Autocannon first.
Only 5s.
I hit.
Oh man.
Now this is only going to do 1 damage because the damage is reduced by 2 to a minimum of 1.
Right.
All right, and this is hitting the spider in the right leg.
Ooh. Okay.
Machine gun hits
Oh my god.
in the torso.
Okay. And that does 1 point. Okay.
So I'm going to move to my Fafnir. Now my Fafnir is going to fire across at that Avalanche.
Okay.
Again, no partial cover from what I'm seeing because
I don't think
the
so.
building's not doing it from this angle here.
Yeah.
So again, we're at long range though now, not in medium. So
What's partial cover? 50% or 33?
33. I think just his ankle's covered.
Really?
Yeah. Now you shooting me is a different story. Come around.
Yeah,
Check.
let me see because he's like standing pretty close. No. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Fair enough.
He's a believer.
The building's a different angle than I see it from here. I think I moved.
Let's
by
let's
accident.
actually measure real quick if you
Sure.
don't mind.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Let's measure and see something. I think it's over 12.
14.
14. All right. So those heavy Gauss at long range, it's a +2. So 3, 4, 5. I need 7s. Here we go. First one hits. It's only 4 damage at long range, though. Only 4.
I mean, the chance he's alive.
Oh, that is a left arm. Now that's going to transfer internally, or well, it's going to transfer to the
2,
torso.
3, 4, 5. So I'd have 5 points left.
Okay, in the torso.
No. How many points of damage did you do?
4. Did 4.
Oh, then yeah, you did a crit to the arm. You didn't blow it off.
Oh, I thought I blew off that arm. I blew off the right arm.
The right arm. Yeah.
Ugh.
So
Okay. Critical
you have
chance.
a crit chance.
Nothing.
So his arm is still there. 1 point.
Second shot. Unbelievable, guys.
That Avalanche does not want to die.
Does not want to die.
Oh,
Thanatos is also firing at the Avalanche.
his poor arm. His arms.
Thanatos is at medium range for sure.
Yeah, they are.
So we're doing, the usual barrage, large laser, MRM-20, 2 ER mediums. Now I believe he gets partial cover
Because
from
that
the
other
thing.
building, probably this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
basically 2, 5 plus range because he's a little bit of a better gunner. So 5 plus range. So just a 5 with the ER large. All right, because it's +0 at this range.
I was gonna say, if you miss that, I'm gonna
Cry
throw
for
the
me.
table.
Ooh, floating critical.
I mean, do you need it?
I want it. It's the torso floating critical. So it's 3 points of damage to the torso.
So that was 1 crit. Or, yeah, so you would have critted.
So it goes internal anyway. So I have 2 critical chances.
Yeah.
2 guys. The first one does nothing. All right. The second one, I need an 8 or better here. Got it.
Oh, got it.
All right. So it's a 1d. Now, do you have an XL engine?
No. Oh, where does it say that?
It would be an equipment. It might say Clan XL, or it would say
there's no XL engines.
Really? That has a standard engine?
Unless you're not printing them.
No.
Yeah, no, because the Spider says XL.
Okay. Well, Avalanche apparently does not. I'm gonna check that one, but I believe you. Yeah. So.
I mean, he's not that. Yeah, he's a 50-tonner, not that.
Well, most Omni. I mean, it's an Omni-Mech, but I mean, hey, Draconis Combine, they do weird things. 1d6, guys.
Critical hit.
6.
Engine.
That is an engine hit. So, engine hit's delicious. You'll take more heat and all this other stuff. Yeah. Very fun.
He does still have more than half of his.
So he's not in force withdrawal yet.
No.
But I still have 20 medium range missiles.
That's all I'm
saying.
saying. So
lasers coming at you.
Keep going.
All right. So MRM 20 now.
You're doing all this, and you're still just you're gonna destroy him. So like, I don't know why we wasted time.
Tom's like, stop, just kill him already, please. All right. So what do I say? I said 5.
It's like that torture scene
6,
from
7,
Reservoir
8.
Dogs. You're like dancing with a gas can for some reason. Like just.
I like dancing with the gas can.
Just cut the ear off already.
All right. Here we go. I need an 8. Nothing.
Oh,
dude, these MRMs suck. I mean, in true form, as MRMs are highly inaccurate. Yeah. And I need a 7 with the medium lasers. All right, so got that.
That's a game. How many points? 10 or
these are 4 twin ER mediums. Here we go. 4. That is right arm. Now that
there's no right arm,
so that goes to stuff.
4 points will
love it. All right, so the Thanatos, the Fafnir, and the Rommel tank tripling down on that Avalanche, finally taking one of those Ghost Regiment mechs out. That's big.
Beefy boys.
All right, so now this frees up my Avatar.
Yeah, and you still have your 3s, right? So
my Avatar is still a 2.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, I was actually supposed to shoot him before the Thanatos. Let's take it all. Let's retcon it all. Doesn't
He's
matter.
still alive.
Avatar going at the Bulldog.
At the Bulldog. Okay.
Yeah, I was debating on either Thanatos or Bulldog.
Yeah, go
I'm sorry. I mean the what's that thing called? A Tenchi.
A
Tenchi or a Bulldog. But I do think I.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I would.
I mean.
No, I do the same because I think that Bulldog's gonna come up on you.
Gonna come up.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. He's gonna surprise you in the end. I think that was sort of the point. They're gonna get
they're scary. I know them. I know them well. Here we go. So you sprinted.
I don't know.
I have no TMM on my Avatar. I need to put that down. So he's a gunnery 1. You're a 2. So that's a 3 plus my range. We're at, I believe we're at long. You want to measure that? I think we're like a 16 inches if I recall. Yeah. Okay. So 16 inches. So it's long range. So I'm going to need a 5 with the LRM and a 7 with the LBX. So LRM 10s. Got it.
Okay.
Cluster dice, my M dice here, looking for 1 through 4. All right, so 3's good though. That's still gonna max out my damage. So I do a group of 4 and a group of 3.
Okay.
So on the Bulldog, a 4 is going to be front, so that's 4 damage to the front.
Yep.
And then 10, which is turret, so that's 3 damage to the turret.
Okay.
And then the autocannon, we are going to slug fire the autocannon, and that is going to. What did I say? That's going to need a 7. 7. Got it. Location. That is going to be left side.
How many points?
So that is going to be 4 points. 4 points.
Okay.
So I get 2 motive checks on this guy.
Okay.
Now each motive hit reduces the speed by 2 and the TMM by 1. I need an 8 or better. Got 1.
Wow.
All right, so -2, and then the second one, Tom. Oh, man. If I hit that, it would have mobilized that Bulldog. Now, I believe I shot everything. Stinger can't see anybody. So we'll be right back to the Draconis side of the table. The 11th Ghost Regiment looking to retaliate.
Okay, first up on the Ghost Regiment side, the Spider will hit back at the Typhon. What's it called?
That's a Scorpion.
Scorpion. Okay. So we're in short range, so I'm at -1, and he has no TMM, so it's only a 3 to hit.
Yeah, the re-engineered lasers are nice.
Hit.
All right.
That is 3 damage.
And where's that going, sir?
To the 5.
The 5. That is the left side.
Okay. And
I can take that.
I get a motive shot.
You
right?
do get a motive shot. It is true.
6 does not.
6 does not do it.
Next up will be the Dragon 2 Artemis or
Arrow. Yeah, the
arrowing again at the same spot, trying. So it's a +4. So he's a gunnery 2. So I'm at a 6, and then you get no TMM. Well, there is no TMM, right? So it's +1, right?
Yeah. Something about this. Your gunnery 2.
2.
+4.
Yep. 6.
6 +1.
And then range, right? Range. Oh, it's all +4. Yeah. It's a +4.
How did we get to 11 last time? Did we miscalculate?
Oh, I
that?
think I miscalculated that. It can't be right.
Unless we added his TMM in, which we shouldn't have done.
Oh, we might have. Well, no harm, no foul. But yeah, so 2, 6. It's just 6.
Yeah, I think.
Or +1.
No, 7.
7. Okay.
7 for sure. Oh no, you're targeting an area, not him. Yeah.
So
So
we
just
did
a
it
6.
again.
Yeah, I know we did it again.
Just a 6. Okay. I get it.
Oh no! That's 7 points.
Do I have to roll location?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Can
do.
it hit his rear since he's on the ground?
All I can hope is that you hit his arm.
6.
I have to spend my edge and make you re-roll
Can
that.
it hit his rear?
It cannot.
Oh, okay. Even though he's prone?
No, yeah, his front, right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he's not. So he's what? Sunbathing?
Yeah, basically
Okay, but
he's laying on his
Which
back.
do you want me to re-roll both?
That is a good question.
Is that can you make me do that? Or do you
so
yeah, you can. I think,
actually, I am going to if I make you re-roll the 5, there's a 16% chance you'll get a floating critical. There is a 50% chance you will hit
with a 5. I'll
an
probably hit a
arm
leg or something.
or a leg, right? A 2, a 3, or a 4 is what I want you to roll. A 5 or a 6 will hit torso. But those are that's 66% chance. Oh man. I think I want to make you just re-roll the 5, Tom.
The 5. Okay, I was thinking the other way. Last chance, yes.
Why were you thinking the other way?
Just because
5.
with the 5, it's much easier for me to hit like an 8 or I guess
8,
torso
right.
6 through 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're probably right.
I need you to roll a 2, 3, or 4 here.
Okay. 3. So that's a 4.
All right, so that is right arm. Now the bad news is my light PPC is destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, the arm's gone?
The arm is gone.
Well, that's something.
Just imagine shielding myself with my arm.
Oh, the dragon has edge. Could I have negated your edge?
You can't negate my edge, but you can edge your reroll.
Can I edge
You sure can.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it.
This is high stakes, guys.
We're gonna redo it. Okay, and I think I'll re-roll the 1 and keep the 3. Because if I hit a 3, a 4,
yeah,
a 5...
no, that's statistically... Well, wait a minute. If you want me to do the math for you, you need a 4, 5, or
a 3. It's 6,
a
7,
3,
8.
right, so you have a 50% chance. That's good. It's 50-50.
Versus rolling both.
Rolling both is like 45, like 45 and change.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I can't watch.
I got it. Dude, this is like throwing cards.
Oh,
I got it.
God,
I
the
got it.
Stinger's destroyed just like that, Tom. The mighty Arrow 4 system crushes.
Finally paid off.
Crushes the Stinger. Point of impact attack.
Dude, yeah. Direct hit. 7
That
points.
is
Torso shot.
brutal.
Okay, next up will be the Avalanche. His dying attack, he's going to go after that Rommel tank. So with his gunnery 3,
Yes, you're basically
6
yeah,
and 8.
you need 6s and 8s. All right,
6s and 8s. Yep.
like it.
Okay. So the 6 will be up first. That's the 2 clan LRM 10s. So that's a 7, so I hit.
Okay, got it.
So that was a 6. So that's 4 plus M2. I'll roll the M's. Maximum of 7. So I get one cluster.
Okay.
And I don't have any. What is it?
No
Artemis,
Artemis.
right?
Yeah. I don't believe you do.
Yeah. So I get 1 cluster of 4, 1 cluster of 2.
Okay.
Okay. So the first cluster of 4 will hit the 3. On a tank.
That's
that
a
is-
weird.
Oh, come on. And then the 2 cluster will hit the 7, which is the front.
Okay. Isn't that saying 8, Tom? On your dice?
Oh, you're totally right. Unless I flipped it with my finger, but yeah.
I don't know.
It's an
Did
8.
you?
I'm
Because
sorry,
it's
no, no.
important.
It's right side. No, that's.
I don't think you flipped it.
I don't think so either.
I'm going to use my edge, and I am going to... Now, please hold. I'm going to have you reroll just the 6.
I don't like that. It's going to be a rear shot again. Watch. 4, 6.
Okay, so 6. So that is left side. So that
Which I
is
haven't even
3
touched.
points of damage.
So I get what, 2 motives?
Just 1. Yeah, with all the M dice and stuff, we don't...
I have another attack. So
Yes.
Yeah,
you want to
sorry.
do all the attacks first? Okay. ATM.
Yeah, I'll do the ATM. So this is at an 8 because it's 4
Yes,
plus
gotcha.
4. Close but no cigar.
All right, so you get 1 motive hit for the tick.
Not
6,
happening.
not
So
happening.
you're good. You're good.
All right. That Rommel, living to fight another day. You did do 7 points of damage to it, though.
Yeah.
So that will force a yet another control check.
Okay. Then so that's the drag. Oh, the dragon. I'm sorry too. I forgot. That was just the Artemis, but I wanted to secondary fire.
Okay.
His main weapons. Because he can also fire his medium. What's MX?
A medium X-Pulse.
X-Pulse.
That's some high-tech,
Yeah.
Civil War era crap here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that to pip some damage. I think right at him. Yeah. So this is gonna be a hard shot, but I was gonna do it. So
You're
it's
going for
2,
the Thanatos.
4, 5 for cover, and then plus 0. So
Your medium range
And
plus
then plus
0
1.
for medium range?
Yeah.
The X-Pulse is 0 for medium range? I don't
yeah.
believe
and
it.
then -2, -2. It
Oh,
doesn't
because
have
a
all-
pulse laser, duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's +1 for the secondary targeting, right?
Yes, you need a 6.
6. Okay. So a 6
Good
for
memory.
yeah.
You got it.
I got that
Okay.
shot.
And that is to the 7, which is the torso. Okay, so the
that's just 2
Thanatos
damage.
takes 2 to the torso. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else coming out of that dragon?
No, he's done. Because
Okay.
otherwise we'll I don't want to do that.
All right, got it.
So then the last up, we did the spider. The tanks can't go, so it's just my
Oh
my
God.
Tenshi. I think the best target, I was saying when I was looking, was probably your boy in the center. I can't remember.
Thanatos?
The Thanatos.
The god of death.
Yeah.
I think that's what I don't even know.
So we're at
I'm
long.
making that up.
So I'm gonna fire with everything. And so I'm piling 2. You're at 2, so that's 4. Cover 5.
Okay.
And so the first shot with the Gauss will be a 6 to hit.
All right.
A hit.
Okay.
Locations of 4. 5 damage.
Okay, so the
Location 4 is right arm.
that takes 5. Youch. Okay, got it.
The next shot will be the 5 LPPCs. That's at a +3. And I already forgot. So that's 3, 4, 5. So that's an 8.
Now, he has no partial cover? Or you're counting?
Yeah, I'm counting that, yeah.
So he's going to be 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep, 8.
Got it. How much damage do these do?
9.
Like,
This
oh my
one's
God.
scary.
I need to hit that arm and rip those things off.
8.
Did you get it?
Yep. Got it. So to the 5.
It's the right leg. I love it.
God, what am I doing? You got beefy legs, right?
I mean, it's stripped.
Is it?
It's stripped, bro.
And then the last is just the RL-10. Oh, I already fired that, right?
You did. Rocket
I should've-
launchers
yeah.
out.
Let me mark that so I don't forget. So that's it. So the Tenshi's done. I'm done.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's intense.
But
this is
did
bad
you take
news.
enough to trigger? You didn't, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, dude. Because you hit for 9.
Oh, and then the Bulldog, does he have to take piloting? They always have to, right?
Yeah, what did he, how much damage did he
He
take?
took 4, 7, and then 11. He took
4, yeah,
11.
not 14. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to need Bulldog's going to need a 6 if you want to start there.
Got it.
All right, so he's good.
Okay.
Rommel is going to need a 6.
Do you have edge?
No, I used it and missed again. Remember?
Oh.
So he.
I like how I had to throw that in, and I missed again.
Oh, dude, it's awful. All right, so the crew doesn't take damage, but the vehicle is going to take 3 points of damage. You want to roll up the location?
To the 11.
Where that's the Terra.
That? What the heck?
It's like the Terra was like, I need a boom, like.
I haven't even hit it though. Oh my god, the splash damage on that tank.
Dude, I love it.
Out of control. Does he have to roll a motive for that damage?
Oh, no, they just like, they like hit like a, whatever. They get airborne or whatever happens, they just take some damage.
Yeah. So that's my only piloting at the moment.
And then the Thanatos.
Yeah.
Who still has edge. Fafnir has edge, Avatar has edge. Feel good about that. Trying to think what I need here. I need a 6 because he took like more than 14.
Yeah,
so it's -2.
Do you have edge?
No, but I don't care.
But do you have? But you can't modify that with.
No, that doesn't. That never gets. Piloting is a primary skill. The other secondary skills don't modify them.
So your
pilot damage. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I gotta edge this.
Okay, there you go.
I have the crappiest luck.
Yeah.
So he goes down, roll location, he's going to take 3 points of damage.
11.
I thought you rolled ahead.
I did.
So, I mean, right. And it just would have been me quitting
it fell
the game.
off the table.
Me quitting the game.
You're like, I'm done.
Just flip the mat. Just turn 4. This is just turn 4.
Just
Carnage. Carnage.
So
turn 5, things are going to die. That's it. We're done, Tom. I lose my control point on 1. You gain a control point on 5.
Yep, I got that.
This is awful. I can't believe it.
Do you want to roll the location
No,
next one?
no, go ahead. If you roll anything if you roll a 3, it's bad news.
A 5 again, but we already did that.
Yeah, so what do we get? We get 6, 2, or 3, right?
Yeah.
2.
Oh man.
Right in the heart of my formation. That keeps us in the game. The Avatar Knights still fighting strong here. Turn 5. It is the epic turn of death.
Always is.
Always is. I mean, this could be the telling turn.
Ooh, telling turn.
It could be the telling turn. And Tom, not only could it be the bell
Dun.
tolls. I think the telling thing is going to come at the end of the turn. Because if 3 goes hot or 6 goes hot, that's going to be pretty big. Because I have a fairly heavy contingent of dudes over here.
Or or just the dude.
The dude.
The dude.
The Fafnir.
So just like slowly lumber over.
That's all he needs is tiny little arms. So, check it out.
Yeah.
I lost initiative.
You lost.
Here's what I did. Very excited about this move. The freaking Rommel, who's taken so much damage.
So much.
Managed to get over to the rocks.
He did.
With a standard ground move. Yeah. And he has some cover, finally.
Well, no, he has, from my position, I cannot see him.
I can't see him.
No,
I can see.
It's pretty cool.
I think I can see something. We'll see. I think I can see something.
What do you think? You can't see anything.
We'll get back to that. So here's what we got going on. The Thanatos. So in Destiny, we have a rule for crawling, Tom.
For what? Crawling.
Crawl.
Yes.
So when you're prone and you're a mech, you can crawl. Only 1 inch.
And you have no honor. You have no clan honor.
You have no clan honor.
Yeah.
You can basically crawl 1 inch.
Yeah.
You don't get a TMM of 0 effectively when you're crawling. So my Thanatos, I decided to leave him prone. I didn't see any good reason to stand him up and move him into the open, because if 3 goes hot, I want that Thanatos in the best living his best life, so that he can get in there and contest, kick some vehicles over, do some things. So we'll see. The Scorpion pulled a pretty good move from this side over to here, and then pulled the e-brake and drifted into that little spot there. Spider in pursuit.
Cops are coming, so he pretends like he's parked. Lights off.
Oh my god. The Fafnir stood still. Just shifted a little bit. He's ready to lay down some pain. Now the Avatar pulled in from here to here. I was debating going across, but I did not want to split my forces.
Smart.
Um,
I would have fallen on you
I
like
still
a
have
spider
good.
monkey.
I can still, I can still do things. Now the thing is, do I have line of sight with the Avatar? We'll see. I will tell you though, Tom, I do have a trick up my sleeve with the Avatar. I will not divulge yet.
Okay.
Now,
does he have?
He has,
arrow?
he has missiles. I could indirect fire at that spider
Okay.
with Artemis. Artemis equipped LRM-10s.
Oh, I forget. He has Artemis, doesn't he?
Yeah, so he's gunnery 1, so the indirect firing penalty could spot with the Scorpion. Could be meaty. We'll see.
Pretty good.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
For movement, yeah. Again, so the Tenchi just moving around. Unless you kill him this turn, he'll cap that and be able to move
Unlikely, but you never know.
That's my hope there.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon, I really didn't know what to do with. Again, I was saying I wish I could have hit him and just done some more arrow firing, but that's fine. I'm moving him over as well. Okay. Just to keep some distance. The tanks moved in. They drove this time. Now they're
opposed to walking.
Yeah, well, sprinting. Yeah, but
gotcha.
So, if that goes hot, I have good.
Yeah, you got a lot there now.
And they're good to hide.
The Shrek does 10 points of damage, is brutal, but it doesn't have a ton of armor.
Yeah.
So I could try to get lucky with it. We'll see.
Yeah, and then the spider is hiding from the other mechs, which is maybe not going to work, but he's in cover against the tank, so him and the tank can shoot at each other a little bit.
Yeah.
See what happens.
All right.
That's it.
All right, guys. So since I lost initiative, I'm going to start. Now, Tom's 2s, the guys that have they're in initiative bracket 2, are his tanks. They have no line of sight. They can't shoot. So that moves to me. Now, that's my Avatar, Rommel, Fafnir, Scorpion. They're all in that bracket. Tom was right. The Rommel actually can't see anything, and no one can see him. But we'll see. As things move around, he can shuffle more through cover. Here's what I'm going to do. Scorpion is going to spot for the Avatar. The Scorpion is also going to fire into the Spider.
Makes sense.
The Spider has no TMM right now because he stayed stationary, trying to get the partial cover bonus. So he will get that. So I'm skill 3, 4 for partial cover.
Which
5
in
because
is a stupid move because he's TMM 3 for walking.
Correct.
I didn't look. I'm stupid. Go on, please.
It's tough though when you're in the heat of battle time. These junior Draconis officers tend to make these mistakes.
He'll learn.
Or will he? Or will he? So he's going to feel the sting of the Scorpion. Machine gun and autocannon 5. I need 5s to hit.
Okay.
We're short range. Here we go. Autocannon 5 first. Hits.
Okay.
Notice I changed my 1 dice.
Yep, I see. You might just blow him up, so let's see what you do. How many points? 2? Oh, he's got the ballistic armor.
Yeah, so only 1 point. This is 9, left leg.
Okay, wow. Unharmed.
Machine gun. Hits. Center torso.
Okay.
Or just torso.
2 points or 1?
Just 1.
Okay. Still alive.
Okay. We're going to move right into the Avatar. All right, now, the Avatar
is... Is he in direct fire?
Yeah, he's 1. I think I need 3s.
And then is it distance from him?
Yes, it's medium range though, so it's a 0 for LRMs at medium range.
That's brutal. And then just a +1 for...
Yeah, but the spotter also shot.
So it's +2?
Yeah. He's
so
gunnery 1,
3.
and there's no TMM, right?
That's crazy, yeah. And he doesn't get cover from the spotter, right? I don't think that works.
You draw a line of sight from the spotter, but I don't believe they get the bonus. We can look that up.
I think we did before, and I'm pretty sure.
I know, and this is whenever we look things up a lot, I always forget them.
So that's such a weird, obscure, edge case.
Yeah, I mean, because you're already blindly firing. Why the hell would cover matter?
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. Doesn't matter. You can give him cover, it still hits. Now, here's the juice. Can I connect with these Artemis?
Up to 4s, it's hard not to.
All right, well, I still got my max there, so I'm going to be a group of 4 and a group of 3. So the group of 4, Tom.
I mean, I think, yeah.
Hitting the left leg.
Okay, so the group of 3?
That's the group of 4.
Oh, so the leg's blown off.
So the leg's blown off. This is delicious.
Okay.
That will automatically cause a fall.
Okay.
Now, the group of 3. Torso.
group of 3, so that's
3 points to the
one
torso.
crit. He has 1 pip on his torso left, so you might just kill him. But
All right, so
Let's see what
critical hit. I
happens.
need an 8 or better. I get it.
okay,
1d6. A 4. That's a gyro hit.
yeah. So I mean, either way, he's in forced withdrawal. So.
He's in forced withdrawal, but I was hoping to do more now.
Well,
It's going to be exciting when he falls, because if he falls
okay.
and hits his torso, he's dead.
Yeah. So you roll location, right?
He automatically falls,
Yeah.
right? So we don't need to make that check.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, we might as well check. We might as well do it now. There it is. There it is. The fall killed him. He only has 1 pip
30
left.
tons.
Yeah, so he'll take 1 pip.
There he goes, 1 pip.
I love it. He falls. The scorpion, calling in the coordinates. Finally, that backfield threat is eliminated. Now, this is why 6 or 3 is going to matter.
Yeah.
Because if I get 6 now, I'm very well positioned.
Yeah.
If you get 3, I'm in deep doo doo, as they say, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving
Because that'll
forward,
inactivate the other one, right? It's done. There's
right?
no
This
fun.
one comes
Yeah.
off the board. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, Fafnir firing across at the Tenchi.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm stationary, so I'm effectively gunnery 2. So 3 minus 1, 2, 4, and we said there's no cover because there's this weird when we looked right. There's this weird sort of cutout in the building,
Yeah.
right?
Well, from him, I was gonna say from your perspective, I don't think there's anything anyway. Is
Yeah,
there?
I think it's fairly clear. You tell me, Tom.
Yeah.
Checking.
No, you're even more clear.
Okay, so that it's weird. Even though they just have a beat on each other.
Yeah.
These mighty assault mechs. So we are at long range. We're at like 19 inches.
Yeah.
So that means I'm still in my not optimum heavy Gauss range, but it's +2. So basically, I need a 2, 4, 5. I need 5s.
Wow. That's all. Yeah.
That's it, man. Here we go. Got 1. All right.
Okay.
So 4 points of damage to the torso.
Okay.
I like that. Second shot hits. To the right leg. Not what I want.
Is that 4?
Just 4 points. All right, so in between shooting here, we went to the rule book because I wasn't entirely sure we were doing the artillery right, Tom. If you miss, whether it's direct fire at a target, indirect fire, or point of impact, direct fire, like regardless, if you miss, that's when it scatters, and
Yeah.
it does scatter the full 1d6. An artillery cannon scatters 1d3. So
And that's
artillery
on an
cannons are
artillery
like a
cannon.
different.
Was that like a vehicle or like?
No, I mean, I think some mechs can mount them too. It's like a smaller, it's like a more of a direct thing and less of a thing you lob in the air, I guess. But so we're learning, as you said, you know.
Very cool.
But yeah, not something we use every day. But so that's how that works, guys. So thankfully, nothing we need to retcon at this point. But you've made your decision that you are going to blast away at ye old Fafnir.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, my other option was to. Yeah, it actually wouldn't work, because the way we were. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Just forget what I said.
Yeah. So first up, though, will be the spider
Okay.
into the tank, into the scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Scorpion.
So
Love it.
I'm at a 2, 3, 4. to
The
hit.
last stand of the spider.
So I hit.
He gets it. Almost
4.
misses. Oh my God.
On a 4.
4. That's rear armor. So aiming down on that scorpion, you just overshoot, bang him in the rear.
Damage.
And
Did I already hit his rear?
You did not, but the armor holds up firm, Tom. This
Oh, wow.
thing is it's stripped in the rear, and that's that. So you can roll your motive hit. Yes. 8. Get it. All right. So that scorpion. I'll grab one of these dice here. Scorpion does take a motive hit. That is unfortunate, but
And now he is dead, right?
that's right. The spider's destroyed. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, so what is up here next?
Do that a little bit. Okay. Let's get him out of the way. Put him in the graveyard.
Great.
Okay. So I'll start, I think, with the dragon. So the dragon has 2 weapons that can hit, ERPPC and the arrow 4. I'll start with the ERPPC and long. So I'm gunnery 2. You have nothing. I guess you would get cover from him.
Yeah,
Is that what we're saying? Okay, so I'm at a 3, and then 5 to hit. So I need 5.
For the PPC?
With the PPC, yeah.
Okay, so even with long range, then +4 at long range?
+2.
At long range?
Yeah.
The
It's
PPC.
plus 4 X.
Oh, is it an ERPPC?
Yeah, an ERPPC.
Ah, delightful. All right. You got it.
Get it? That is 4 points of damage to the...
To the 4. That is the right arm, Tom.
Okay. And then the arrow 4 is going... is it a plus 4? Yeah, so I'm at... I need a 7.
Right.
Yep.
And you're doing a direct
Again.
fire, right?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
So
7 points of damage. Rocking that Fafnir
to the 6.
to the 6. That's a direct shot to the torso.
Okay.
All right, so 7 points to that Fafnir.
Okay. So the dragon's done. Now the Tenchi is up. The Tenchi has 2 weapons to fire at long range. So I'll start with the Gauss rifle. I'm at a 2, 3. Oh, there's no... So I'm at a 2 plus 1. So 3. 3's the hit.
Wait a minute. How is this?
Gunnery 2. No TMM. No cover.
And you just plus
Plus
1
1.
here. Oh my god, dude, that's disgusting. And this is the
Gauss
rifle.
So 5 damage.
Left leg.
To
Oh,
the
that's another torso. So 5 points to the torso.
Yeah.
Chewing them up. Okay, what else do we have here?
The 5 LPPCs. And so that's a plus 3. So I'm a 2, 5. So
Okay.
5s. I get it?
Just barely.
And that's just 9 points to...
Oh my goodness, I need to go check this out. So he took 14 points of damage, Tom, to his torso, in addition to the 7 that he just took from the arrow. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 4 points internal. It doesn't put him in forced withdrawal, but it is a critical shot.
And just 1, right?
Just
Because it was
one.
a big group.
Yeah. So you want to roll that and get a 1 on 2 dice, please.
I get it. 9.
Oh my
I get a
goodness.
crit. This is it. This is where I...
Wait a minute now. Hang on. I can force a reroll here.
I had a 5 and a 4.
I could force a reroll. I could force that reroll. However, I'm not in forced withdrawal, guys. Do I care? I don't care. I'm gonna
On this
have
turn,
you. I'm gonna have you roll that up. 1d6, Tom. 1d6.
1d6.
Yeah. Just 1d6 on these crit tables in Destiny.
Oh. It's a 12. No. 6.
A 6. That is an engine hit.
Okay.
All right, so the Fafnir takes an engine hit. That is troublesome, but he's still in the fight. He's not in forced withdrawal.
And that is the end. That's the end of my shooting.
So that's the end of your shooting. So Tom, we've got now you with 2 objectives.
You want me to put a 1? Oh, you got black dice for that.
Yeah, I got these over here. I can use.
Okay. So you get 1 on there. Some piloting checks. The Tenchi took 4 and
8.
took 8, so it doesn't need a piloting check, right?
Does.
Oh, what is
yeah,
it?
7.
Okay.
So now he has no edge, so this could be good.
Piloting 4, 5, right?
So you need 5s. Oh man, it flipped. It was a 1. That's cheating. I'm just kidding. All right, so Fafnir needs something. 7, maybe a 6. Let's see what I get, and then I can get a specific number. Nah. Nah.
He doesn't even care.
Nah.
He's like, I did this on purpose.
He's like, just to show you.
Yeah, I'm just
Just
bored.
to show you how tough I am. I cannot believe you landed all those shots in the CT.
Whew. That was a good
And you know the
grouping.
tough thing is when you hit torso and you edge it, like the probability of hitting the torso again is so high.
Yeah.
You know, and I knew it wasn't going to put him in withdrawal. It's just
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, so I figured I would eat it. Hopefully that was the right call, but he stayed on his feet. That was big.
Yeah.
Now, Tom, this is the biggest roll of the game. Right now, Tom.
What's this roll?
Is it going to be a 6
Oh.
or a 3? Now,
Oh.
we can do this 2 ways, Tom.
Okay.
Either we can roll until you get a 6 or a 3, or we can say 1, 2, and 3 is 3, 4, 5, and 6 is 6. What would you like
We
to
can
do?
each roll a d6 and then have it and add it together. So Random's 1. And then we have an equal chance of influencing the outcome.
Oh my God, this
No, I'm
sounds-
kidding. I'll just roll 1. And I'll roll until we get it. I
All
like
right,
that.
roll until we get
You
it.
know I
Tom.
like random
I know
tables.
you love it. I know
Okay.
you love it. Now just pick your spot. Where are you rolling here, Tom?
Right.
Now, you've been hot, so I'm hoping you get a 6.
Okay.
What do we need, a 3 or a 6?
3 or a
3 or
6.
6.
1, 2. 1, 2, 4. Oh, no! No, 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 no! That's not what I wanted. Oh, good. Yeah, be happy. Be happy. God.
It is glorious. Tom going to the shelf. It is epic, guys. This is
And then
big.
Gone.
This is big, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Your Tenshi's still on the move to Objective 1. I have a very damaged Fafnir. I have a very damaged Rommel tank. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. So turn 6, I think this is do or die. Turn 6.
Tactics are heating up.
Movement phase was intense.
Took an hour. An
Give or
hour
take.
20.
Yeah. Obviously this one went hot. Scorpion now contesting. I'm well positioned to win this one. The Avatar and the Fafnir both there. The Fafnir, overall in great shape, just that torso carved up. Just unlucky for me. Thanatos stood up and is now moving around. I spent about 15 minutes debating whether I wanted to sprint him across the intersection or just hold him and shoot at the dragon.
We talked a whole lot.
We talked a lot about it. I decided to just sit still with him. I did win initiative, which was helpful. Thanatos did get to act last. Tom, what did you do with your guys?
You forgot about your tank.
Oh, the Rommel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
so
in the-
he's back in the
fight.
action. I mean, he's basically sacrificing himself right now. I'm hoping to get that last shot. You never know, Tom. I could roll snake eyes or headshot or any
Some
of these
kind of crit
things.
that just takes him out.
That
Yeah.
takes him out. I mean, a motive hit would be great, but anything here would be good.
Yeah, so on my side, I moved the Tenshi in the cover. You know, again, next turn I'll be contesting. I'm excited. That was sort of my hope. Again, the dragon, I was not sure where he was going to go. I was trying to get him out of medium range, but that didn't work, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But he's moving also over here to help contest because he's about to cap that. I'm not going to get it. And that one is too far, and I don't think I have a way to prevent him from getting it. And then the tank's so slow. Again, just Hail Marying, running up the center,
Yeah.
harassing. You know, if things go on long enough, they could end up in a good spot to really help out. But it would take 2 turns.
It's true, and what's crazy is like it's really been a 6-on-4 this whole game. I mean, the Bulldog's gotten a little bit of action, but I still can't.
Did it? I think it just got shot.
Right, got shot at.
That's it.
But yeah, I just can't seem to take down some of these bigger mechs. I mean, I guess I got 2 mechs down, but ugh. All right, so we're shooting in initiative order. You lost. Your 2s have to go. I believe your Bulldog has some shots.
Yeah, so the Bulldog will shoot first. So I'll fire all of my weapons
Got it.
at +0. So gunnery 3, 4, 5. So 5. So I
love
need
it.
5s.
You need 5s to
So
hit.
AC2 does 2 damage. I get it.
Okay.
To
9. That is thankfully the left
Left
leg.
Okay.
That's 2 damage. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
The next one's the SRM4s. I get that.
Okay. Now
And
that's
Has
2 M dice.
Yep.
All right. So you get 1.
1.
So what is it? A 2 and a 1.
Yep.
All right. So the group of 2. Come to that left leg again. Get off my legs. Oh my God, that's internal on the right leg. That is not what I wanted.
Wow. Okay.
My
here's-
luck is awful.
And I get a crit. Does not
No
roll.
edge.
6.
So 6 is going to be actually
Critical hit. Leg.
So that's
That's
bad.
worse.
That's bad news. So he goes down to a 3. Oh my God.
Okay. And then I have machine guns.
Those. Oh yeah, we're in
6.
short range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Needed 5s, so it hits, and then 7 torso. You're up.
Yeah, I'm up.
What's up first?
Gauss from the Rommel tank into the Tenshi.
Oh, come on.
I mean, jeez.
If you get a crit on that, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna absolutely die.
All right, and I hit. There it is, the big torso shot for 5.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
Yeah, not internal. But I don't have edge on the Rommel. I was going to say I'll re-roll the location.
Just to try to get a crit, or
Just try to get a headshot or something.
oh yeah, there you go.
All right, so the Fafnir is going to go across at the dragon. So I'm gunnery 3, 4 for the TMM, and we're at long range, which is 5, 6. So I need 6s. Here we go. First heavy Gauss hits. Torso hits. Torso. So he takes 8 points to the torso. That's not bad. Wish he was a little bit closer. So he'll also have to make a piloting check here.
Yep.
So we'll mark that up. Now I'm done shooting with all my initiative 2 guys. The last guy I have is the Thanatos, who actually will move down in the initiative order next turn because of that TMM drop. It sucks. Actually, your Bulldog drops down too.
Oh, well, I've been moving them together anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, so my 3s are up. So
your
my
3s.
My Tenchi and my Dragon. So the only thing Tenchi can shoot at is that Rommel. So he will fire. What are we at? Long? Medium?
Probably medium.
Wow, medium. Yeah. So at medium, I can. Yeah, it's the same. So it's +1s. And it's a -1 at the Gauss and a +1 to the LPC. So I'm a 2, 3, 4 for cover. So 3 on the Gauss.
You need a 3.
It's -1.
Okay. I'm not even going to zoom in on that.
I got a 10, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So this is 5 damage to the 9. Oh, the 10. I'm sorry.
To the 10. That's the turret. So it's still holding strong. I'll mark off 5 pips here. What do you have now? 42 light PPCs?
Yeah. Yeah, and I missed my motive.
Okay.
I got a 7. Yeah, and then the 5 LPPCs. This is at a +1.
So you need a 4.
So 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, well, hang on a second. 2.
I need 5.
4, 5. Yeah, you need 5. Yes, correct.
Okay. And this is 9 points of damage.
Please be a left side. 5 or 6.
9.
That is right side, man. That
Enemy
is destroyed.
vehicle
The question is, who should the dragon shoot at? You just got leg caps, so I should probably leave him alone and go for your meaty guy who can just end worlds, right?
I mean, it hasn't ended crap so far, but
Yeah. The only difference is that we are in medium and we are in long. So at medium, I can fire my medium pulse. So maybe I'll just do that as a secondary. So I'll fire my main 2 at the Fafnir at long range. So I'm a gunnery 2.
has he been build up any heat? Firing all this stuff? Like PPC and arrow and X-Pulse? I feel like there's lots of heat there.
Oh yeah, he built up 6 heat if I did that. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to fire the medium pulse.
Okay.
That's a bad idea. But I guess I'll... Oh, so I should have built up one last round. Okay. So that would have been... It wouldn't have mattered. It was a -1 TMM.
No, yeah, and -2 inches of movement.
Yeah, so I'm going to move him back a little bit.
All right.
Just because the movement there, I think, matters.
Fair enough.
Right. So I'm going to move him here. We'll do that and then give him that. Don't think that affected anything. So I'm going to continue with the arrow 4 at the big guy.
Okay.
Try to bust a hole in him with 7 points.
You've already busted a hole in him, Tom.
Yeah, so I'm 2, 6, 7, 8.
All right.
I get it.
Dude, unreal. You're just not missing.
Just not missing. It's what I need. 8.
All right, I got him. Force you to re-roll it with my edge.
Both dice?
Yeah.
Okay. 8.
Dude, so Fafnir is destroyed.
Destroyed.
Oh yeah, dude.
With 7 pips. So I'll do the split fire and fire the MX.
I thought you were firing everything at the Fafnir.
No, I was saying I didn't so
Okay.
that I could
All
use
right.
the heat.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to be at a +1. It's 0 to hit. So I'm at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for +1.
Cover?
That was with cover. So I'm piloting 2. You're 2. That's 4.
Oh right, it's a pulse laser. Yeah. Okay.
5, 6.
Got it.
So 6s.
All right. So Thanatos is up. I got I'm firing, basically everything at that dragon. We're at medium range.
What do you got?
So we'll start with the ER large laser. So 2. You have partial cover or no? I don't think you do.
With that building in the way, I don't know.
I mean, you're far enough behind it. I don't know.
It depends only if it's blocking your line of sight. But I don't.
You tell me.
I don't think so. You can see him pretty fine.
I mean, I don't think it's going to matter too much. 2.
It's just blocking under his legs.
I think if it was cover, I would need a 3 because it doesn't have the TMM. We'll see here. All right, so I hit. That's right arm, of course.
How many
right
points?
Arm. 3.
Okay.
MRM 20. I need like a 4, I believe. Is it cover or no cover?
I'll say no cover.
So 2. So I need a 3. Got it. I mean, I'm waiting to miss. So here we go. 4 plus M2. Of course, nothing.
He doesn't have Artemis?
Nope.
Oh.
You don't get that on MRMs.
And what's that?
Torso.
How many points?
4.
You get a crit.
All right. Crit chance. Confirmed. 3. That's a gyro.
Critical hit. Gyro.
So, blast group,
That
medium.
means I fall, right?
You have to make a check.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
And
is
you've
that,
taken
purple for
7 points of damage. What's that?
Purple for gyro check?
No, you can do red. I mean, gyro is just permanent damage.
I just been about to remember for each.
Oh, here. Yeah, you can use that one. And then ER medium, same deal. Hits.
Well, another crit. And
Still not destroyed.
He's in forced withdrawal, but he's not destroyed.
Okay. How many pips does he have left? 2, obviously. Okay. Critical chance. Got it. Can I roll another gyro? I can destroy him. Either 3 or 4.
Internal ammo explosion detected.
What?
He has ammo. But he has case 2.
1 is ammo. So when he takes case 2,
What do we say?
he takes 1 point of structure.
Okay.
He takes all of his rear armor is destroyed, and that's it. He doesn't take an engine or anything like that.
His left.
Yeah, I know. But maybe he'll fall and hit the torso.
Seems very freaking likely. That's it, right? So you cap and you add 1 to that. He's destroyed.
So yeah, so I cap this, right? I add 1 here. Right, the Rommel's destroyed. The mighty Fafnir just got absolutely mauled. So my Thanatos needs to make a piloting check.
Now why I haven't beat off the should
Oh, look at that. He gets it. And that's with the leg actuator and everything.
Wow.
Alright, so the dragon needs to make a piloting check as well. He's at +5. 3 from the damage, 2 from the gyro. And
So 9.
So 9.
And then, yeah. Okay. Get it.
You must be kidding me. That's insane. It's unreal. Like, the dice have betrayed me entirely. So listen.
We have to start filming.
Here's the thing. Yeah, you guys need to start filming. I'm done.
Yeah. It's cursed.
So
You're going to get that.
I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
We got to play another turn, Tom. There's no way around it.
Yeah. I feel like you want it.
I don't know that I can actually do anything here, but we'll see.
Tenchi's hurt. I mean, what about... He's undamaged, right?
Avatar's undamaged, but, we'll see. Yeah. All right, well, turn 7 coming up, guys. All right, guys, turn 7. Not much has happened here. Scorpion didn't move. He's basically going to contest and win this objective at the end of the turn.
Cap.
Avatar can't see the Tenchi, but the Tenchi and the Thanatos can see each other. Thanatos leaped over the building tops. Actually, I should adjust his TMM. So a couple things I missed in my despair, Tom. A couple things.
What'd you get?
Number 1, when I hit your ammo, we knocked out the Arrow 5. That was a big thing. And also, you had a morale check to make at the end of the turn because you're in forced withdrawal with that dragon, and you failed it. So he sprinted away at the end of last turn. Well, actually, this turn during the movement, right?
So what did we miss on that?
Well, nothing. The viewers missed it. We didn't miss it.
Oh yeah, we did it all. Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah. and the losing the Arrow 5, that happened after anyway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it didn't affect who I shot at.
No, it's
just to be
just
clear.
out for now, which is
Okay.
big.
Yeah.
So that dragon's actually one level up on that hill. We just couldn't get him standing there. Didn't feel
he's
like
up here.
messing with him. So we just have the Tenchi and the Thanatos in the standoff. So Tom, you lost initiative, but my Thanatos moves basically at a lower thing, so I will shoot first.
Oh, okay. We are
12.
medium.
Yeah, medium range. So we both have partial cover. So I'm a 2, 3, 4 plus my range. So my ER large laser, I need a 4. Got it.
Okay.
Location, left arm.
And how many points?
That is 3 points.
Okay.
MRM 20 hits.
Roll good.
M dice, come on. Yeah, that's a letdown. But we got a torso shot. That is 4 points. Here we go. I've been good on the crits, but we'll see. I got it.
Okay. What do you get?
1d6.
Critical hit.
5.
Engine.
It's an engine hit.
Okay. It's a heat thing.
2 ER medium lasers, Tom.
Okay. Are you building up any heat for this?
No, believe it or
My
not. This
lord.
builds up 5 heat. I sink 6. I can fire all my weapons. Actually, I jumped, so I'll pick up another point of heat, but I bleed it all.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
It's
Okay.
a really good mech. So 2 ER mediums. Here we go. 6s. Got it.
Okay.
Torso. 4 points.
Okay.
Another critical.
Yeah.
Is he still not in force withdrawal? Or is he?
No, yeah, he is now.
It's big. I confirm the critical.
Oh, wow. Okay, what do you get?
An ammo.
He has ammo, yeah, for Gauss.
Oh, so that doesn't blow up. Gauss ammo doesn't blow up, but it does take your Gauss rifle offline.
Yeah. So the Tenchi will shoot the 2 weapons he has. He is at a -1, so he's a 1. He's 2, 5, 6, 5. So he's a 5. Yeah. Couldn't do that right. Got that.
Okay.
Location to the 5.
Right leg, you blow off his leg.
There
So
it
he
goes.
falls down
Yeah. Well, and I'll take the last shot.
with the barrage of light PPCs.
Yeah. So this is a +1, so it'll be a 6. I got it.
Okay.
Right. Oh, actually, no, that might be a 7. I can't quite do the math right. 2, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Right? With
2,
cover?
3, 4, 5, 6, and then +1 or -1? +1.
It's +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit. And roll for damage, automatic fall, right?
Yeah.
To the 6.
That's to the torso, which he has just ample.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the end of turn 7. The Tenchi and withdrawal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's the amount? I can't contest, so I don't have
Some of those
anything.
vehicles. Let's talk about it.
It's impossible. They can't possibly get there in time. I'm gonna kill your mech, right? Regardless, but I can't catch up to that mech.
Yeah, I guess you can't catch up to the Avatar. That makes sense.
There's no way. And he doesn't even have to go into direct conflict with the Tenchi. He can just hide here and
Right.
cap it and win.
True
So
story.
you got this one.
All right. Well,
Should
let's
have hit him.
Let's take a look here. Let's wrap this thing up, guys, and we'll go to the after action report. All right, here we are on the battlefield of Procyon. The forces of the Avatar Knights just barely eking out a moral victory here, if anything. A 3-2 game, very close, down to the wire, and it was just an absolute nail-biter. It was fun to field all of these exciting vehicles, combined arms, and of course, all of the new technology in that Ill Clan era. The Tenchi, the Dragon 2, but this was definitely a good one. Very, very close. Went late into the wee hours of the night, so we'll get over to the after action report and close this thing out. All right, guys, there it is, 12,000 battle value.
That was a fight.
Yeah, it was like 40-ish experience points on the pilot side. I was ready to cry.
We played way too long.
We played way too long.
It was good.
You know, in that last round, I missed the jump modifier on the Thanatos.
Right, we did the math.
But we went back, and after we looked at things a lot closer, we realized that the dice rolls worked out. So otherwise, I would have retconned the turn, and we would have just redid that shooting for the Thanatos. But it worked out, thankfully.
I don't know if it would have mattered anyway. Like, your mech was undamaged.
Avatar was fresh.
Yeah, and he was on the verge of a crit.
So I think
and that matters
honestly,
a lot.
What turned my attitude was when I realized that the ammo hit to the dragon took out the arrow system, because that thing is so terrifying. And we talked about artillery so long internally, and whether we should have limited ammunition weapons, and we were like, no, we don't want to track it. But I don't know. We might need to revisit that. But those things are, or we need to dial them back somehow.
It's 7 damage. I guess that's the only reason.
It's just so
It's still a +4.
But it's the point of impact too, where you can, like what you did with the Stinger. You just, you can pin them down. You can ignore the high TMMs. But again, it's +4 at all range. But ignoring the TMM is big.
Yeah. It can be. Yeah, it can be. That's a good point. It was a good match. Yeah, I had fun with it. It was down to literally the last turn.
Mm-hmm. It was close 3-2. I mean, it was anybody's game. I got, much like you got lucky on the Fafnir, I got lucky and I hit CT.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize. Yeah. I mean, that dragon just got wrecked. I mean, you did some really good shooting. I think you just again went right through the core. You cored it. You actually cored both those mechs basically.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you
can't complain.
In fairness, it's true. I just wanted to because I was so pissed. You know what annoys me? Let me tell you what annoys me. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. When I spend an edge and I roll the same goddamn number.
Yeah, or I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like every freaking time. When I used it to reroll my hit location, when I force you to reroll, same thing. It's like, it's not even just a little different. It's the same number. It's like, it drives me bonkers. But
yeah, the game. I mean, it was good. I liked the map. I liked the new buildings.
Fun. Thank you. Yeah, I threw those together last night. I painted them up.
The forces I had. This is my first time playing Ill Clan. Again, you made the comment during the game that we're playing with this super advanced tech and it wasn't difficult.
Super easy. Yeah.
Yeah, the way this blends everything. We had all the technology and we could utilize it, but it wasn't some very convoluted, complex thing to integrate into the game. It was very smooth, and that was awesome. Yeah. So I got to try, the arrow stuff, and target computers, all this other things that were just baked in. And
right. Yeah, I mean, the only thing we had to look up just to double check on, the artillery, which, I probably should have looked that up before we started playing, but such is life.
But we looked it up 3 or 4 times throughout the game.
It's true.
Because the rules are just very...
You just got to do it to get used to it. And then the case 2 was the only thing we had to just double check on.
Yeah, which case 2 is great.
I cannot believe you made that piloting check on the dragon.
Crazy piloting.
Can I tell you the unsung heroes of this game?
The dice?
The Scorpion and the Spider. That sounds like a new book. It's the title of my new book.
They had a really good battle.
The Scorpion and the Spider. That was epic. The Spider going prone, and then the Stinger's like, I'm going to go prone. You're like, no, you're not.
I knew you were going to do this.
He's already got the coordinates down, and he's just like waiting.
He's like, what's he going to do?
Oh my god, dude, it was too good.
Here's another thing. Vehicles. I hate them. I hated them before. I still hate them now. They're useless and stupid and awful, and I hate them.
I love them.
What a waste of points to do nothing the entire game.
They did nothing.
Waste my time.
In fairness, the Bulldog really chewed up the Thanatos.
Yeah, that could have been anything. Yeah. Anything would have done that. But if I had a mech instead. The problem is they're so slow, and almost none of these maps
super slow.
Are any good for them. I should have left the Shrek up on the hill.
And just had caught like I know what I did with the Rommel.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that they needed to get closer because I was misjudging the range in my head. So it's partially on me, and I shouldn't be mad at the Shrek. Mm-hmm. But the Bulldog, he needs to be closer.
Shrek is love, Tom.
Shrek is love. But the Bulldog needed to be in closer, and it's just like, when's the train arriving?
Yeah.
That was bad. But other than that, it was I do really like this mission. I like how they pop up, and so it can just completely change
the
things.
dynamics.
Yeah, depending on where your mechs are on the board. It's always fun. It's a good one. I wish. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put my points super great.
I don't know. You were killing me on initiative though.
Yeah, and maybe that worked out.
Mid game, you were. I mean, because you won them like you won at turns 4 through 6 or something.
But I don't think the ranking order where I spent to get into the 3s. Oh, it did because you had a ton that were in the 2s.
It didn't matter.
That's fair.
And when you knocked the Thanatos down, it did matter. Yeah, it definitely
that's
matters. Your Tenchi got to move last. And remember, that you guys didn't see this on camera, but you had the last move with the Tenchi on that turn, and we actually
made the decision. Yeah,
he could have moved, and there would have been no shooting that round, and we would have went into turn 8, and you would have had a control point on that objective. But you decided you were like, I need to burn that Thanatos down because you didn't want to get caught in a 2-on-1.
Yeah,
and I thought that was the right move. But
yeah, more. I don't know. I did kind of want to force the match a little bit, and that's what happens when you try to force things. You end up getting blown up. I should have played more conservatively. I should have tried to rally my dragon, which would have made all the difference.
Your PPC. So here's what I think. Like, if you would have played conservative,
tanks, and maybe the tanks.
The Shrek might have been able to get some shots on that Thanatos. But I was planning on just double jumping and getting over those back buildings, and then blocking the vehicles out of the fight. But
they would have went straight into that rubble, and then anywhere you're at there, you would have been getting hit. Yeah. And if the dragon could keep firing, like it would have been it would have probably been more of a slog for you. And I probably would have killed something, I think.
Yeah.
In closer range. But the Tenchi, I mean, it's a good punch.
Oh my god, dude! The 5 late PPCs is insanity.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
Should I have used up my shot so quickly?
Oh, the rocket launcher.
That was 7 damage
not only that,
or something?
but you edged it too.
I mean, the edge is whatever. Yeah, I mean, that does max 7. It's not that big of a deal.
No,
but it probably would have mattered more at the end.
At the end, yeah.
I would have killed him. It wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. But
and
the edge. I don't think the edge really came back to bite me. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't.
Nah. No, I mean,
I could have forced some rerolls, maybe. It could have. But at the same time, I think they were necessary at the time.
I had the edge on the Avatar, and the other thing I had was leadership left. And we did not use leadership at all. I don't know if you had any leadership left in your lance.
I did. I had leadership in the tanks.
So you could have actually rallied that
leadership
dragon,
in my Tenchi. Yeah.
We forgot that. You could have rallied the dragon. I would have said something had I thought about it, but I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 3 different things that had leadership.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's classic Draconis Combine. Very militant and disciplined.
Yeah, they're all together. They know what they're doing.
This
was a great battle, and you definitely did not see your win coming. You were very much.
Dude, I was so pissed.
You were so pissed.
I was so pissed that I couldn't get the damn Fafnir in range.
Yeah.
I had him in range with the spider, and then you freaking edged out of the kill. Remember that?
I do.
Ah, God.
That was a worthwhile edge.
That was you. Yeah, you are the edge master. And yeah, just craziness. But it was a very good back and forth game. It was very close.
Those poor tanks. But I guess actually, if it would have broke my way with the 3, those tanks would have just made my game. Like, if it.
Oh, you would have won instantly.
I mean? Yeah, that would have been.
I would have had no way to get to, and that was the thing.
I wouldn't have had to move. I wouldn't have had to.
Exactly. Like you gambled on 3, I gambled on 6. Because I had all of those mechs back there, right? And I didn't move to 1, right? I didn't go to control 1. I gambled on 6, and I got lucky. I got lucky on that, and I mean that brought me back into the game because you had me on the ropes early. But yeah, it was a fun one, and I'll be honest, from a system perspective, these mechs are awesome. Right, I would never play them in Classic. Like, there's so many rules and things, and
they're
lots to remember.
Yeah.
I know people do, and I'm not dissing Classic. It's a great game.
No, if anything, I'm impressed that you can do it.
Yeah,
really. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm amazed. Yeah, we're very impressed with your cognitive abilities. But yeah, I love the fact that everything's on the card and you can just roll the dice and go. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I will say the same thing. It's nice having like fast mechs that have lower TMMs and all this stuff. or
higher tunes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Low, better range with less penalties, I guess is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But I will say, like, it's funny too, because you were saying, like, at first edge on the ropes, that like blitz move with the spider, I was like, I'm gonna troll Aaron, because, like, just deal with this like plus this 4 TMM like speeding demon.
Yeah, and just buzzing around.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I really enjoyed just using him as like what do they call it in the track racing? Is it called a shuttlecock? Is that the thing that the dogs chase or that the horses chase?
Dude,
I don't freaking know.
I
Whatever that thing
I
is.
didn't even know there was a thing they chase.
Yeah, dude.
The matador?
No, it's like it's a mechanized like rabbit or whatever, and it goes on a track around.
And that's what the dogs chase in a dog race?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if horses chase something. I don't think they do that.
I thought they were just trained to run around the
they
track.
They just get hit.
Yeah, that's mean.
Well, dogs, they're food.
Food motivated.
Food motivated.
We have a puppy. I have a new puppy. You might hear it running around upstairs.
They're trying to get me to get a bunny.
Your kids, your wife and your kid. Yeah. That's awful.
Our neighbor just got 2.
Bunnies? Don't you already have chickens? Tom has chickens, guys.
Yeah, chickens and a dog.
Tom has chickens and a dog.
See, this is the thing. Chickens give me eggs. I eat the eggs.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They give my wife like emotional support,
and they give you
me
protein.
Eggs. Yeah, and they give me protein and fat. And
God.
But a bunny does none of. Well, bunny could do some of those things, but my daughter would never let us eat.
Just get a 3D printer instead. It can like lay you mechs.
Yeah.
Every morning you wake up and there's a new mech.
Yeah, I could put like a fuzzy cover on it and then
it could look like a bunny.
Yeah, there you go. My daughter will be so happy.
She won't know.
She'll never know the
You
difference.
could 3D print her rabbits.
I'll just move it around the house every so often.
Like an elf on the shelf.
yeah. 3D printer.
It's alive.
3D printer on the couch.
I love it. So good. Guys, we're solving problems right here.
I need to go to bed. I'm very tired.
Yeah, and thank you for hanging out late.
Yeah, man.
It was a late one, but it was a really good game. So a couple things quickly, guys. Please subscribe. I noticed 49% of our viewers not subscribed. If you are in that 49%, please subscribe. If you want to get more involved, if you want to get the
we're
awesome
tracking you.
card generator, YouTube's tracking you.
We're tracking you.
Yeah, they track everything.
I'm outside your house.
Right now. They like wake up, there's like a DFA banner outside of their house. So anyway, if you want to get more involved, if you want to get the rules, the card generator, any of that stuff, you can head on over to Patreon. The rules will be available soon, but we are fine-tuning them. Like you saw with the artillery, as we play test more, we're actually,
and
today,
patrons get the play test.
Patrons get to play test. It's so awesome. We've had so many contribute amazing ideas to this system. So it's a living and breathing community thing, in my opinion. Very cool. We actually had a great discussion today about infantry and elementals. They're going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be easy.
Love elementals.
And it's going to be fun. And I think they're going to be very flavorful, but not complex. Again, somewhere in between that Alpha Strike and Classic. So very excited about that. And then soon you'll see my aerospace fighters dropping inferno bombs on Tom. Very soon. So it'll be good. But you can head on over to Patreon. And then, of course, last but not least, shout out to our buddy Derek over at Aries Games and Minis. Big fan of the channel and always helps us promote. So right back at them, guys. If you need minis, if you need books, if you need dice, whatever you need, emotional support, rabbits, chickens, you can head on over to Aries Games and Minis. I can't guarantee that he has the rabbits or chickens in stock, but everything else I think he will have. So you can head on over
Definitely
there.
ask him.
Definitely send him an email. Be like, do you have chickens?
I've heard you have chickens.
The chickens have large talons.
Don't tell him who sent them.
Cuz DFA said you have small chickens.
Yeah. You doing livestock now?
Poor Derek. Anyway, so that's that. Aries Games and Minis, definitely check them out. But guys, that's it. We're done. Thank you so much for watching.
Over. Long game. Good game, man.
Great game.
That's great.
Yeah, it was fun. And of course, stay tuned, guys. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.
See you guys.